This demonstration will show you how to produce a working set of configurations from the knowledge base, and this time for release 11.5.10.2. Sign into the knowledge base by starting up Configurator and using your username and password and log in. Make sure that your project is a release 11 project. If not, select it from the list of projects you have access to. Then select Generation Profiles. At this time we need to be clear about what it is that we're trying to do, what is the business requirement. Do we want to just add a new inventory org? Do we want to add a new operating unit? No ledgers for release 12, just legal entity and operating unit. Do we want to create a new instance? So once we're clear what it is that we wish to do, we can then progress with the tool. If we're going to create a new instance, then here we have an extract new instance, and you want 5, 6, 7 or 8 segments for your chart of accounts. Depending on whether you're doing a new inventory org or a new operating unit, you will select an appropriate extract template. In this case, I'm going to select chart of accounts 7 new instance and click Generate. I have to tell the tool I do want Excel templates and click Generate. It now produces a job where it will go through the knowledge base and work out all of the configurations that it needs to extract. And it will extract them and produce them in a kit of templates that we can then download. So that will take a few minutes for that to occur. That's the job has started running. Okay, the job is almost completed. There we go, it's completed. Let's have a look at how long that took. Started at 12:17 and 12:22, so 5 minutes to get the templates. Let's go back and download these templates. And save them to your local file system. Done. Next step. Back to the main menu and simply load these templates. This is the working set. So R11 demo.v01, we need to give the working set of configurations a name, a tag, which we call a filter. All of the configurations will now be given a tag of R11 demo v01, which means we can identify them both now for working with and in the future. So click OK, and it will now load that set of configurations for chart of accounts 7 segments into the knowledge base with my tag. Now it starts to import it, and it will give you a progress report of where it's up to. You can see I'm now up to 23. If I go back, I can see it's been successful, and the screen keeps moving down as it progresses. So the import is almost completed. We'll see it finish in a moment. There we can see it's coming down to the last few steps. Okay, once it's completed, it brings you back to the top and say the job is completed. Now, we actually now have our working set of configurations. To verify what those set looks like, we can drill directly into the knowledge base, and we can navigate through menus that you should be familiar with, in that they look just like Oracle, in that you can navigate to the responsibility, you can navigate to the same information. There we go, setup, organizations. So if you can navigate through an Oracle menu, you'll find your way in here. And then there is a table for each Oracle screen. Okay, the tag that we gave our data was R11 demo v01. Apply the filter, and it will set this now for my session, and this is the data that I will see. Now, what it's extracted from the knowledge base is business group, legal entity, operating unit, inventory master, inventory org. Okay, we can see 2 more additional records here, and just if I move to the right hand side, what this tells us, it's going to define a new business group in purchasing. It's going to define a new organization, 1, 2, 3, 4 lines, which are the legal entity, operating unit, inventory master, and inventory org. And when you get to configuring inventory, it will define some additional parameters for the inventory master and the child org. So we can see we've got the information. Obviously, we do not want to call it RSC. We're going to want to change that, and there is a process by which we can change it. If you want to get a full list of all of the configurations, you can do that anytime by selecting what we call a BR100. Click on the printer icon anywhere. The top level gives you all of the modules, all of the configurations. And here is our project, and I call it R11 my demo.v01, so I put in my tag and click start. Once it's finished producing the configuration listing, the BR100, it will give you a link. This BR100 will take 2 to 3 minutes only to complete. Click on the link and you can now download this to your desktop. Select the folder you wish to download it to, click Save. Next things to do is to extract all of the information. Don't care what's inside, simply extract it. And select the folder as to where you wish to extract it to. Okay, extracted. Okay, it created a generation folder, and now we can click on the BR100, which will now come back into your web browser. Once the BR100 is loaded, which give it about a minute to get loaded into your web browser, then you can navigate through the BR100. You can expand the table of contents and get the same types of menus you get in Oracle and the configurator. You can use the HTML links there to jump around, or you can simply scroll through. Now, at this point in time, these configurations have not yet been set up to meet what your customer's organization chart looks like, and hence the list of configurations may not be very appropriate, but you can get this list and it is very simple to do. So here now we have our working set. That is our working set, and we're ready to start working with them.